The first one that I heard about was Kyle Richards and Mauricio, but we're not going to talk about that one. That's the big one, and we got to break that one down. But the first one that I heard about was Billy Porter after the Kyle thing. So I think it was the same day we had found out that they were getting a divorce. 6 years of marriage. And according to People magazine, it says, I can confirm that Billy Porter and his husband, Adam Smith, whose sidebar, Adam and I are friends. Just saying. Um, Adam Smith have made a sad decision to end their marriage after 6 years, said the Pose actors rep Simon Halls. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Simon Halls is Matt Bomer's husband. In case y'all didn't know that. The decision was an amicable and mutual one and was made after was much consideration. Sorry. They continue to love and support each other as they embark on this next chapter as Halls. There will be no further comment from either parties, and it will be appreciated if their privacy is be respected. Now that I can go with. They do need the respectable, privacy thing, because here's the thing. They're not reality stars. So when you're a movie star and you're doing all this other stuff and you have this career and stuff, I do believe that, yeah, let them work out their situation, because Billy Porter's not out here spreading his business like a Kyle and Dan Mauricio. So I'm here for that. Now, for those who didn't know, Porter and Smith met in 2009 at a dinner party. They broke up after dating for about a year, but 5 years later, they rekindled their romance. They got married on January 14, 2017, 2 weeks after Porter proposed in London on December 29, 2016. In 2017, Porter told People why getting married was an important milestone for him. He says, "We both grew up in households where who we are is labeled an abomination. The thought of marriage, there was no context for it. There was no dreaming about it because there was no context to dream. It was unspoken and very clear that the sanctity of marriage was not for us. So to see that come around, to see that tide turn, it still takes my breath away. I'm still trying to find the words to describe it. I didn't think I needed it. I lived with the idea that it just wasn't for us. So when we went to get our marriage license the other day, the act of that was so powerful in a way that crept up on the both of us, and it just grounded that moment." Now, here's the thing. I did not see this marriage breakup coming. I did not personally. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't that invested in the marriage. However, when I posted the story, and I've had a couple of people slide in my DMs and conversations, because I get a lot of the DM conversations, which I'm here for. Not everything needs to be for the consumption of everybody to read. But I do like the fact that I could bring it on the show and be like, in context, this is all the stuff that happened, and da da da, so on and so forth. Or people have had this conversation with me. And people saying they kind of saw this coming, and I'm like, where the fuck was I? Because I really wasn't, like, I didn't see this marriage breaking up. But I think maybe what happened with them is that I think it may have been that maybe Billy's just been extremely busy. He's been directing a lot. He's been he just invested, I know he's an investor in Frankie Sharp's new lounge, which oh my god, what's it called? Club Frankie something. Yeah, Frankie Sharp, who used to be with the Q, he has a new spot in the city now. And Billy Porter, who was an investor in the Q, is now an investor in Frankie Sharp's new spot. You were so silly. He said, "I'm sliding Billy's DMs ASAP. I need a new house." I was going, you know what? Since this is Chris Unfiltered, I'm going to just ask the question. Do Billy Porter like black men? I just want to know. I'm just saying, don't throw hold the tomatoes. I just want to know. Because remember, he's been with Adam Smith. Previously, I remember Billy when he used to date Sir Ari Gold. May he rest in peace. So Billy was into dated Ari Gold. Ari Gold's a Jewish guy. Looked like, I used to think when I first saw Ari Gold, I was like, who was that? He was his fine ass. I used to think he was Puerto Rican. No, he's a Jewish guy. But he said Billy will like me. You going force by hook or by crook. I'm gonna get him. But yeah, that's why I say he's been directing, he's been producing, he's been doing a lot of stuff. And I actually thought that I could have sworn, or maybe I'm mistaken. I thought Adam was his manager. So Um, Billy's been everywhere. Child, sidebar. I remember, speaking of Ari Gold, I remember one time I went to Dang and Nardicio's party. I'm about to spill some tea, child. And if you ever been to a Dang and Nardicio party, you know exactly what type of parties he throws. With, you know, for the clean part, there's back rooms or dark rooms and things of that nature that are there. But anyway, I forget exactly what club it was. It was on 30-something Street in Midtown Manhattan. And Ari Gold was the go-go dancer in a cage. I think Kevin Aviance was there too. I was good and lit. Billy Porter was on the dance floor with his husband. I don't even know if they were married. I can't remember that far back of what year it was. But I do remember that Billy Porter was there with his husband, and it was a sex party. So, but you didn't necessarily, not everybody was having sex. There was some people that was on the dance floor just there to party and club. I can't say for sure that Billy and his husband was, you know, had an open relationship. Well, so I'm not going to put that out there. But I do remember that we were at the same party. Just saying. And I used to see Billy on the piers all the time too. This is before people even knew who he was. So, you know, I'm in a way, I didn't see it coming. I know Omar, when I talked to him on Instagram, he said that he kind of saw it coming. I guess maybe I was just not into their relation, like fully invested in relationship. I don't know why I didn't see it, but I just didn't know. So unfortunately I feel bad that, you know, Billy and his man is kind of breaking up, but you know what? Not everything, I guess, you know, a lot of people say like 6-7 years is when relationships usually kind of like start to fall apart and crumble and stuff. Like, if me personally, I don't think relationships are meant to last forever. So good luck